to say congratulations to all of you for your nomination. And I'm also very humbled, very grateful for my forever friends who are sitting at 2 tables back there that I've had the blessing and privilege to lead and have a front row to their lives. I've watched them get married. I've watched them have their babies. I've watched them send them to kindergarten and go off to college. I've celebrated the losses of their children through a celebration of life when they went to heaven way too early. I've watched so many things, and I've watched them choose their colleges and their grandbabies be born. Now we're all grandmothers. Well, not all of us, but some of us. And most importantly, I've watched them build their businesses and pick up career cars because of the work ethic that they learned and the leadership lessons along the way. They're my tribe who supported me through a very tough divorce at 60 years of age after 40 years of marriage. They were the ones that prayed for me. Their children prayed for me, their spouses prayed for me, and they lifted me up from a pit. And now here they are yet again watching me being inducted into my high school Hall of Fame. And my big sister Gail, there's 7 children in my family, 5 girls, she's the oldest of all. She's always been my loudest and proudest cheerleader, my balcony person, not a basement person. She's also a Stark High School grad, 69. And the girl who made those beautiful cookies, not only beautiful but tasty. Gail, thank you for your constant source of encouragement. She's also the one responsible for holding my very first Mary Kay beauty show when I was in her bathroom throwing up from nerves. I needed good class, Mr. Katzman. And Gail's incomparable work ethic was a model for me my entire life. She's been with Eddie Lee's as a server for 41 consecutive years. That deserves a round of applause in and of itself. I admire you, Gail, and I respect you beyond words. My guy Bill is here, who drove all the way with me from Charlotte to support me as my special guest. We met at Planet Fitness when I was training for my very first marathon, 3 weeks before I was turning 65 years of age. He wondered why I was on the treadmill 2 and 3 hours a day. He hung around to find out. And I did that marathon just before my 65th birthday. So I say to myself, how did a girl like me, from Poinsettia, who has no college education, I had no confidence. I took an F in science. I had the most beautiful project, but I couldn't get up and present it because I had no confidence. And I think to myself, how did I get through life? How did I get where I am with no college? But I'm going to tell you, a great deal of it was a solid foundation from Stark High School. You see, I believe that every life is like a building or a structure, and a structure is only as strong as its foundation. And my foundation was very strong because of the belief, the encouragement, the guidance, and the direction that I received from the teachers that saw something inside of me that I did not know was inside of me. They were mentors, encouragers, and cheerleaders, and I call them today difference makers. Mr. Lawrence Good, FBLA. I thought, what the world is FBLA? Well, it was Future Business Leaders of America. And I remember being jealous that I wasn't in DECA, because I thought distributive education people, they were going to go far in life, but future business leaders, we were just secretaries. We were typists and shorthand people, right? But for some reason, Mr. Good chose me and decided to invest in my life with his words. You see, I believe words are either a construction site to build another person up, or they're a demolition site to tear people down. And he built me up. And you know, another thing, words can never be taken back. So I've always told myself, Kathy, be wise with your words and be a people builder. Do not be a person who tears people down. Bite your tongue and swallow quarts of blood before you have anything unkind to say about somebody else. And one of my rules of life, conduct, is always to build others up, to try to be, to help them find out what their great abilities and gifts and talents are. That's what Mr. Good did for me. He saw a champion inside of me, and he helped me harness my energies and my gifts and my talents and my passion by being the best. And he said, you need to be the #1 typist in the state of Ohio. We're going to take you to championship in Cincinnati, and you need to be #1 in the nation. And he took me all the way to Dallas, and I was, because I did it for the school, because he told me I could do it for Stark High School. So I took those fast fingers of mine, and I brought those trophies back to the school. And he created a winning spirit inside of me when I was just a young person. And you know, I always say, are you creating a winning spirit inside of somebody else? somebody in your life. It might be your grandchildren, it might be a sibling, a neighbor. And then my best friend, my sandbox buddy, Pat Long. She was my strongest supporter. She had tremendous parents and support, and she actually had nominated me for this award. I was so surprised. And she also, at a very young age, believed that I could sell enough Girl Scout cookies to earn a scholarship to go to a camping trip in Washington, D.C., which is one of the reasons why I became a Girl Scout leader. My family couldn't support any extracurricular activities because there was one job. We lived in a home of less than 1,000 square feet, and there were 9 mouths to feed. But you know what my friend Pat did? She went up and down the streets with me until I sold 402 boxes of cookies so I could earn that trip. That's the kind of friend who ended up being my maid of honor in my wedding. So Pat Long, she's not here, she lives in Mexico, but I want to tell you that you will become like the 5 people you spend most of your life with. So be careful to choose your friends wisely. And I've been so blessed with amazing mentors on the journey. And after winning Mary Kay products on the Price is Right game show, yes, with Bob Barker, come on down, Kathy Helou, I missed a Mazda, and I was devastated. But because I missed that Mazda, I was blessed over a 40-year period of Mary Kay to earn 20 pink Cadillacs, which represents a collective journey of people's successes. And I'm so grateful that that happened in my life, because I joined a company with a woman in the 60s who said God should be first in your life, and he wasn't. Your family should be second and your career third. And I heard a mantra that said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I didn't know that was a biblical verse. As they say, the rest is history. I've had the privilege of traveling to 63 places in the world, countries, and training Russian people in Moscow. I don't know one Russian word, I can't even say hello. And in Germany, and in Kazakhstan, and Czech Republic, and all over because of the Mary Kay opportunity. And because I had interpreters, but I had no further education other than start high school. But the Lord decided to lift me up and use me, and use Start High School as the vehicle. So I don't know what door maybe you're afraid to open up, no matter what age you are. There's no retirement program in the Bible. And I know that whatever God has for you, he will equip you to do it. You don't have to figure it out. You just start the journey one step in front of the other. Trust him. And a Bible verse that I've put on every date book for 40 years was from Proverbs 16:3, and it says, commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will succeed.
Amen.
I'm very honored to be right here as an inductee from Start High School. I'm a very proud Spartan. God bless you.